The second theory of constructivism is social constructivism. This theory suggests that we learn by constructing knowledge through social interactions with others and through culturally meaningful activities. It is also known as second-wave constructivism. This theory connects to Vygotsky's ideas that our social and cultural context create learning. And it also connects to the idea that we learn from working with more competent or more knowledgeable individuals. So in the classroom, that means that students can be learning from their peers and also from feedback from their teachers. However, Vygotsky is seen as both an individual and social constructivist because his ideas consider the interaction of cognition and culture. And he looks at how cultural tools like language shape our thinking, but also how new ideas can create new aspects of culture. A related theory is social constructionism, which focuses on how public knowledge is constructed rather than individual learning. Constructionism asks how knowledge in disciplines like math, science, history, and English is constructed, and how our everyday beliefs about behavior are made. As Woolfolk points out, one of the most important ideas in social constructionism is realizing that some people have more power than others to define what constitutes such knowledge. And constructionists examine why this is and try to find ways to challenge this. One of the questions that constructivists discuss is how is knowledge constructed? And there are three common answers to this question. The first answer is that knowledge is constructed from the external world, which means that there is an objective reality that we are learning more and more about. An example of this would be information processing. The second answer is that knowledge is constructed from our internal processes, which suggests that reality is subjective and depends on an individual's perspective. An example of this would be Piaget's theories. The third answer is that knowledge is constructed from the interaction of external and internal factors, which means that our knowledge is created when the outside world is seen through our beliefs, cultures, and social interactions. So an example of this would be Vygotsky's theories, because he suggests that we use cultural tools to understand the world. For example, when we observe the stars, we look at them and then we see the patterns of constellations that have been created through our culture. A second key question that constructivists discuss is knowledge situated or general? If knowledge is situated, then it means it depends on the time, place, and context of the learning, or it depends on the community of practice that it occurs within. This means that something that may be true in one time or place could become false at another time or location. For example, in the past, people believed that the Earth was flat. Other examples include that there are different classroom expectations in different classes, and if you were trained to be a chef by working in a certain restaurant. If, however, knowledge is seen as general, then it means that it remains constant and universal, no matter the time or place that it occurs within. For example, there's the mathematical fact that 1 + 1 is always 2. Finally, applying social constructivism in the classroom can take many different forms, such as group work, class debates, Socratic seminars, role-playing, experiments, and case studies. Essentially, any activity in which your students are working together to construct knowledge is the use of social constructivism.